Hello everyone, my name is Mr Hibbert, this is Mr Radcliffe. We're going to be talking to you about legal studies today. So Mr Radcliffe, what's in legal studies?
Okay, so in legal studies we look at both civil and criminal law. So civil law, of course, when you're wanting to sue somebody because you're unhappy about something. So maybe you have a dispute about something and you think, right, I need some compensation. So we look about that. And we look at things like defamation, so which is when people say nasty things about you. Such as in the case of Rebel Wilson a couple of years ago. People were saying nasty stuff about her.
Interesting case,
and she actually lost a lot of money in movie roles, and so she actually sued the people that had slandered her in the media. So we look at that. We look at other laws, so like nuisance, and of course we look at criminal law as well. So criminal law being, the rape, murder, arson, all of those really nasty ones, manslaughter, culpable driving, and we look at the...
Nasty but interesting.
Nasty but interesting, they're very interesting actually, and do a little bit of research about like serial killers and murderers and stuff, and what are the consequences that they get for their actions as well. And then of course, what does the court system actually look like? What's the role of the judge? What's the role of the jury? The 12 members who make the decision, and then what are the outcomes? So what are some of the sanctions that the people get once they're sentenced? Maybe they get a fine, perhaps they get community service, maybe they're locked up for the rest of their life. Well, lucky in Australia we haven't got the death penalty, but overseas, some people get the death penalty. So it's a really interesting subject, and I guess it's good for people that want a career in something to do with the law. So maybe they're wanting to be a judge or work in the police force, or maybe working with kids as a social worker. You'd need to know the laws and how they're implemented, and the relevant bodies that you call up, like Department of Child Services and so on. So look, it's a really interesting subject. We do a mock court in class, so we get someone to play the judge, and we get the jury members, and we get the lawyers and so on. So it's quite an interesting subject.
So the students have a bit of fun with that?
Absolutely, and we look at quite a few interesting cases as well that have happened over the years. So it's a great subject, and I'd recommend it.
Okay, good stuff.
All right, thank you.